Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. Today we are diving into a request from Patreon. This one comes from Judy. Judy, thank you very much for the request and your support. I really appreciate it. And Judy has asked me to start diving into BOA. Obviously a person I know of, and I checked out her most recent release when it dropped. Really enjoyed it. And I know obviously that she is a legend, but have not. That's as far as my knowledge goes. Like, I haven't looked any further into her. So, in comes Judy with this request, and finally I get to kind of deep dive into her a little bit more. We've got a whole series of MVs that we're going to go through. We're going to do the first 3 in this playlist today. There's 8 in total, so I can't remember how I split it up, whether it's like 3, 3 and 2, 3, 2 and 3, I don't know, but we're doing the first 3 today, which are NO.1, My Name, and Hurricane Venus. Now, a couple of these songs I recognize the titles of, NO.1 especially, because I feel like that's just a very iconic song, and I definitely seen covers of it, or at least even just partial covers of it. Like, I know of this song, but I've never heard the original, and I've not seen the music video, so yeah, let's get into it. Now, as always, in these situations where I know absolutely nothing, feel free to give me some information in the comments. I will also leave my suggestion box linked in the pinned comment, so feel free to recommend any other stuff that you think I should check out. It all goes into a list, and if I want to check out some more BOA, I will go and hunt something down in the suggestion box and see what you guys want me to see. But yeah, let's get started on these music videos. Judy, once again, thank you very much for the request. I hope you enjoy my reaction. Let's get started. So first up, NO.1. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. You can tell it's an older music video already. Oh yeah. Goddamn. When did this actually come out? Let's see. Like, one thing I know about her is that she's an incredible dancer, which is on full display here. Yeah, I've definitely heard this chorus. 2002. Yeah, that completely tracks. I love it. That massive ass belt. Oh, that little growl, hello. Okay, I'm kind of obsessed with this chorus. So here's my thing, when it comes to music of this era, just like early 2000s era, like when it comes to pop music and that kind of time, it's not something I listen to a lot. I don't dislike it by any means, but it's definitely not what I gravitate towards in my everyday listening world. But that doesn't mean I can't appreciate how cool it is. Love these strings. They're a little bit quiet back there, but I hear them and I like them. It's the light reflecting in the eyes. I love it. It's just like sang. It's those little things that just think, the early 2000s. What a time. You know, the light in the eyes, and it's sort of like 90s, early 2000s, isn't it? Like the massive belts, like it just makes me smile. It's like, yeah, that was my childhood basically. Like, how old was I when this dropped? 8. Wow. 19 years ago. What a concept. Does the concept of aging ever just slap you in the face like that? Because it does for me sometimes. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that this is a banger. Even if it's not something that I'm gonna listen to a lot. You know, appreciate it for what it is, and for what it was. Yeah, she's an incredible dancer. I hear you, Adley. Also, was that shot where there's like her on like the big screens? Not that one, the other one. Is that like... Is that an HMV? Wow. Oh, it's still my number one. That's cute. Okay, my name. The mirrors. This just feels so of its time, and I love it. Love that guitar. Hey boo. Yeah, she's such a clean dancer. Like I said, this is one of the things that I knew about her prior, was that she was a really good dancer. But also, I love... This was like a really big thing in the 2000s. And like, you see it now, but it's... I feel like now it's a much more refined version, right? But I feel like this was when they were really starting to love the mixing of genres. So bringing in the strings and the like classical elements into a more like pop, R&B, hip hop beat. You know, whichever one you happen to be going for any particular song, and like bringing those two together. And it's just, it's cool when you go back and you listen to a song of this kind of era and you sort of hear that, it's like, oh yeah, that kind of thing, like just, you know, listening to the strings in this is the kind of thing that laid the foundation for what we know of now when they include strings in pop music. And it's just really cool. It's cool looking back and like seeing these like foundational sounds. Okay, this slaps. This is such a low-key instrumental. Like, it's such like a chill beat, and you got that bit of the guitar and the bit of the strings. Like, it's very minimalist. Watching this kind of stuff genuinely like throws me back to being a kid, early teens, and I need to pause, I keep getting distracted. Yeah, being like a kid, early teenager, and just watching like the music channels where they just, you know, have music videos and whatnot. And I used to do that a lot, because that was like, when I was growing up, we didn't listen to the radio a lot, because my mom wasn't super keen on pop music. It's fine. So we didn't listen to the radio a lot. So for the most part, my like music knowledge was limited to like my mom's music, like what my mom had in the house, which was you know, it's like some R&B, some like soul stuff, but largely very like classic rock, alt rock, like that kind of style and sound, which was awesome. I love that stuff, and to be honest, I think I basically give up. Like, I have a lot of gratitude towards both my mom and my dad, because they're both very musically appreciative people. My dad especially is and was a musician still. Now it's more like a part-time thing, but was a professional musician for a very long time. And I kind of thank them for my taste in music being as broad as it is, because they both, you know, tried a lot of different things. But we didn't listen to the radio a lot, so I didn't have a lot of access to like what stuff was coming out that was new, that was like, you know, the pop music of the time, right? And so my main way of seeing that was through these channels on TV. So like, you know, whenever I could, just for like a little bit of time, I'd just put on one of these channels and just watch a load of music videos. I'd be like, oh, I really like that song, really like that song. And that would be like my way of like consuming music for the most part, until, you know, I've got to a certain age and like, you know, iPods started becoming a thing and we were able to afford one, and you know, and stuff like that. And like we had like CDs. I remember the first CD I bought, I think, was The Killers, Hot Fuss. Awesome. I think that was the first CD I bought with like my own money, which was cool. But yeah, I don't know, like watching, I just went off on a massive tangent, I'm sorry, but like watching music videos like this from this kind of era completely throws me back to that time in my life, and it's very, very nostalgic, because I just remember just like sitting and just watching music videos very much like this, like as a kid, and it, I don't know, man, it's great. I love it. I feel like there are going to be some people that just like, wait, how old are you? Because I get questioned on my age a lot. You better dance! People think I'm younger than I am because of these. I'm 27. I think song-wise, I'm actually vibing with this a little bit more than #1. Like to the point where, like, you know, this comes on shuffle, I won't skip it kind of thing. It's still not the kind of thing I'll actively seek out, but if it comes on shuffle, I will bop. And I kind of had that with #1, but it's mainly just for the chorus as opposed to the whole song, which is fine. Chorus slaps, so. You better strut. Okay, Hurricane Venus. So this is the last one for today. I haven't actually been checking if we... Okay, yeah, this definitely seems newer. When was this? Hang on, let me pause while I check so I don't miss any. Hurricane Venus. Already got that in my head. I love it. 2010, yeah, okay. These choreos are fun. Look at this guy. I'm sorry, this guy's core strength? Sir, you have actual abs of steel. Like, he barely moves when a whole other human sits on him. And then just look at how still he is. He is rock solid. The core strength of this man. I'm so sorry. I know this is all about BOA, but I just have to give my props to this one dancer because his core strength is insane. Look at how still he is. Okay. And now he's... I'm fine. I love her eye makeup. Oh, that slaps. Wait, that... what just happened to my voice? But in that scene, that is really cool. The like lace makeup almost. Okay, she's so cool. She's insanely good dancer. Like, she seems to be like one of those dancers that just knows every single centimeter of her body. Like, she knows where every single part is, and she knows what she wants to do with it. Like a dancer that's in full control, you know? Let's go. That chest pop was intense. I love that part. Woo! Yeah, this is my favorite of the three. But I mean, they're all iconic. Literally every single one is icon level shit right there. But then again, it is BOA, so I'm not surprised in the slightest. Oh man, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Like I said, when it comes to this kind of music, it's not typically the stuff that I will listen to a lot. It's just not. Like, every so often I come across like a song or two, or even like a group or an artist, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I will listen to this quite a bit. An example being like Soniside. But even then, it's not as much as I will listen to current stuff. It's just not, because like this current stuff is what I prefer to listen to. That's just how my personal preference and brain works. But like I said, I can still very much appreciate it for what it is, and it still slaps. Still absolutely slaps. And upon this listen, I can very much enjoy it. I just probably won't listen to it a lot. That's basically where I'm at. Anyway, that brings us to the end of part 1 of this. Like I said, we've got 5 more music videos in this playlist that we will make our way through across the remainder of this month. I'm currently filming this part in my week off. I think I might actually be filming part 2 during my week off as well. I can't remember. I've kind of spread out some requests across this time. But so yeah, my upload for this might be a little bit weird, but it's fine. Regardless, you will see plenty of BOA coming out over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. Judy, once again, thank you very much for the request. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun with that. Yeah. I'd be intrigued, actually, like, if you guys didn't skip over my enormously ridiculous, what's the word? Tangent. That one. If you didn't skip over it and listened to me ramble that, what's your story with music? Like, how did you find your taste in music? I'm intrigued. Like, let's talk about it. Like, were you a radio listener? Were you similar to me in that you were kind of at the mercy of your parents' preferences? Like, did you watch music channels like I did? Like, let me know. I'm intrigued. Or are you even younger than that and, you know, you just had access to so much more, like, you know, on the internet and stuff. Let's have a chat. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you very much for clicking on it and watching with me. Yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.